That is my MLB card. Put a bow on MLB, and we move into NBA. Let's talk NBA right now with our special guest. It's been too long since we've had him on the show. I miss him very, very much. Let's pop him up right now. Trot Wam in the house. Wham Bam coming to us live from Long Beach, California. Wham Bam, what's happening?
What's up, Jimmy, man? Everything's good? I've got the clear feed and everything. What's up, bro?
Yeah, you're looking good, man. You're looking good. We miss you.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm on a big run on sides and totals, and I've given too much of it back on props, and I can't wait to have you to break this NBA card down. 2 games, but massive games. Wham Bam getting love from the chat. Getting love from the chat. It's time to get to work. And
yes,
we have to start with the most exciting game for me on the card. Now, it's not a game 7. But Celtics, Raptors. Raptors have gone into the bubble dominant, except against one team, these Boston Celtics. So one thing that jumped out at me before the series started was the odds for the series were ridiculous. Celtics at plus 130. This, to me, was a pick'em. A complete pick'em, and the Celtics looked very, very good. Celtics' pace in their 8 seeding games was 101.06 possessions a game. In the playoffs, just 97.6 possessions a game. In game 1, the pace was 105 possessions a game. They came out, they punched the Raptors in the mouth. They ran at a very fast pace, led by as much as 19 in the first quarter. Obviously, Toronto played poorly, shot poorly, 36.9% as a team, 25% from three-point range. No Enes Kanter, who needs him? 6 Boston players scored in double figures. Of course, Tatum looked great. And Anunoby has a big, big task on his hands trying to keep him down. Marcus Smart played tough. God, he's good. 21 points. Then Theis, Walker, Robert Williams, and Lowry dealing with the left ankle sprain. Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet look terrible. Fred VanVleet has his kids and family come join him, and does that hurt him? Does that cost him sleep? I mean, it takes him out of his rhythm. Celtics, Raptors, Wham. Let's see what we're dealing with here. NBA, let's go. Celtics, Raptors.
Yeah, this game is very interesting, bro.
Raptors are 1.5-point favorites. This total's gone from 216 to 218.5. Wham Bam, take it away.
So, like you said, they shot terrible, bro. We cannot anticipate them shooting like that again. I mean, Fred VanVleet, I started off here. He shot 2 for 11 on uncontested shots. That's wide open. He's hitting 44% when he gets that shot normally. But in this series, is he spooked? Like you said, bro, is the family throwing him off that much? That's funny. I didn't think about that. But yeah, that may be it, man. I mean, 3 for 6 for the field. That was pretty trash. 18% on those wide open shots. That's not good. But the thing is here, I believe that's taken away for Toronto is the transition points. They're averaging, I believe, about 26 transition points in that series against the Brooklyn Nets. They got held really low, about like 11 transition points in the game. And then I think Marcus Saul getting exposed on pick and roll scenarios, man. He's getting exposed on pick and roll scenarios. He needs to get his minutes ate up. I believe if they make that adjustment, this will be a real good game. Get more Bach out there. Get more Bach out there. I like Toronto, honestly, in this spot. I mean, I was leaning Boston because I freaking missed the money line last time, and I'm leaning Boston just because of that. But I kind of threw that game out the way, because they're not going to play like this again in this game. This is a 7-game series written all over it, right, bro? Like 6-7 games written all over it. I got to think that the coach of the year, Nick Nurse, is going to make the right adjustments here and give Fred VanVleet those same shots. Like he had wide open shots. Get those same shots here. But it does look like a matchup problem, bro. I haven't made a bet on this game. It looks like this is a matchup problem. It's tough, bro. This is a tough one. I think the transition points, if we see that in this game, man, you might have to call it curtains, bro, because Toronto needs to be on the break. They need to get their long wings active. If he's going to be on the court, Marcus Gasol is on the court, and he's not hitting threes. So if he's hitting threes, then it's going to be good for him. But if he's not hitting threes like he was, wasn't in that game, it's not going to work out, bro. I think it's going to be curtains, man. It might be curtains for Boston. I mean for Toronto. But for the most part, I would lean Toronto. I think they're going to bounce back. It's still short number. It's getting more to more of a realistic line now. Because that first game, like you're saying, it popped off. Just take Boston, and it seemed too easy. And sometimes when it's tend to be too easy, you know how it be, bro. You be on the wrong side of that. So I think here Toronto may be in a good spot here. I think they're going to bounce back. They shot really bad, and I think Kyle Lowry towards the end of the game seemed to figure it out. I think towards the end of the game, he seemed to figure it out. It was already too much damage done. So I think him having a fresh start, he'll come out playing a little bit better early on. So that's another reason why I feel like they're having trouble, because he was coming out early on not good. And I think the pace is going to continue to keep up, bro. I like the over here. I think both of these games for today is going to go over, even though the line is telling us otherwise here. I think today's Celtics game, I like the over there for the Celtics, but I'm leaning Toronto, bro.
Well, let's talk about this total, because if Nurse is going to make adjustments, the first noticeable thing is the Celtics are playing so fast, way faster than the Raptors expected, way faster than they'd been in the first series, way faster than they were in the 8 seeding games. How would you adjust to that if you were coaching the Raptors?
That's a good question. I mean, I honestly think getting Marc Gasol minutes 8 up is going to help you get a little bit more up tempo, and you want to get some of these younger guys that have been known to play pretty good defense, like Boucher. He can get out there and play good defense on the perimeter, and he's a center? Isn't that a guy like a center and shit? Like, you need to get some of these guys that's long and athletic in the game. So I think that may counter what you're seeing. You said it, bro. They had Enes Kanter in the first round playing. He didn't. Robin Williams didn't see a lick in the first round. Flip flop in this next game. So you see, Brad Stevens is not playing any games. He has game plans for. It's look like every team he sees. He looks like one of those guys that's up late at night, making adjustments, making the right adjustments. And let's not get it wrong. Like, these open shots that Fred VanVleet was missing, I could definitely put my finger on that. Brad Stevens is going to see that in the film and try to take that away, and it may be a little even more tougher. So this could be something that we see them really struggling shooting. But I don't think that Toronto is going to fall in the same spell as they did in this game. I think they're going to make the right adjustments, and you've seen it as well. Nick Nurse was making adjustments in game. Throwing blitzes at the players, trying to get these guys off rhythm. They play a good defensive scheme against Jason Tatum typically throughout this season already. So they already play him pretty well. He didn't have that much of a good game. So if they had a replica of what they did the last game with Jason Tatum, and just try to narrow in some other guys, like if they could get Kemba out of making 20 points, that'll help them, man. I feel like them getting this pace, though, bro, it's going to be just them getting Marcus off the ball. I think you just got to get him off the ball. He's getting susceptible in those pick and roll spots.
Do you take Gasol off the court?
Almost all. I'm thinking of having him start early, you know what I mean, just to throw him off, taking him out early, taking him out within the next minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes or something like that, and possibly seeing him around 15 minutes. So I think you could put him in the game. But as far as having him in a high 20 minutes, I don't think that's a good look. You're not going to be able to keep that pace like you're trying to say. I don't think you're trying to keep that pace there, bro.
Let's just take a look at game 1 quickly. Claudio S. talking about, are there player props that are interesting? We go to Gasol. He was minus 18 on the floor. Not as bad as VanVleet, but 26 minutes, it feels like he's a problem out there. But it
didn't look like it though. Like, on the stats, it didn't. I was watching the game and looking at the stats. I was like, he's actually pretty good as far as the plus minus, like you saying, bro. As far as everyone else, and he looked like he was just getting torn up, like Robert Williams, Kemba Walker, pick and roll.